What is going on, guys? It is Alex for Avocado, certified personal trainer, certified nutrition specialist, and today we are talking all about probiotics, specifically probiotics for weight loss, but we're going to cover a lot more than that. We're going to be talking about your gut health. We're going to be talking about probiotics for your skin health. Let's even look at an overview of what we're talking about. We're going to talk about why your gut health determines your overall health. We're going to be talking about studies on probiotics for weight loss. We're going to be talking about other proven probiotic health benefits. We're going to be talking about why selecting the right stuff is difficult. And we're going to be talking about our solution to this problem. So your gut health and your overall health. One of the fastest growing topics in the 21st century is gut health. We have found in multiple studies and multiple places all recently that a person's health is largely determined by the health of their gut microbiome. And this knowledge has changed my health, and I'm really hoping today on this presentation it's going to make an impact on yours as well. So my story, and I'm going to keep it really short and condensed, I had a bunch of gut health issues. So I had bad digestive problems, gas, and some of these unpleasant gut health issues, and I had them for a while. Growing up, and I didn't never pinpoint the time that it happened for me, but what it seems like is that I took a lot of antibiotic rounds, and that can hurt your gut health, and there's some other things that I did. I'm sure drinking a lot as a kid in college and those things didn't really help my gut health out. But the thing about it is that I learned that your gut health is so important, and I learned these things, and I was like, all right, I'm going to try to turn this thing around. You know, at the time, I wasn't able to eat really any vegetables because fiber, I was super sensitive to fiber. I'd have IBS sometimes. I just had a bunch of problems. And what I did is I followed the steps in the presentation that I'm about to lay out to you right now, and it really changed my overall health. I mean, not only is my gut health fixed, but my skin's looking a lot better. Weight is easier to manage and maintain. It's had a bunch of significant impacts, and now I can eat all the veggies I want. You know, I can crush man-sized salads and smoothies and all sorts of things, vegetable smoothies, and my gut health is just fine now. So that not only is there a light at the end of the tunnel, but I really hope that this stuff makes an impact on your health in the same way that it did mine. So let's hop into it. So your bacteria, and you might be thinking, I'm bacteria? Well, you may not know it, but you are. And the fact is that you have over 10 times more bacteria making up your body than you do cells. That fact might be a little different than what you've heard before, because when most people think about bacteria, there's a lot of fear around this word because of the kinds of bacteria that cause sickness. But there are plenty of good kinds of bacteria that your body needs. Being a bacteria, which you are, there are both good and bad bacteria, and they're both sources of good and bad sources of, sources of bad bacteria and sources of good bacteria. The stomach bacteria is what we're specifically talking about today because it helps digest the foods we eat and it transports nutrients to the rest of your body. So your ability to process like a spinach salad is going to be a lot determined based on your gut health, specifically how your stomach bacteria functions. So let's talk about obesity and gut health. And all this, the problem is that most people have a very, very messed up ratio of gut bacteria, of good bacteria to bad bacteria in their gut. Both human and animal studies have found that normal weight people have different gut bacteria than overweight or obese people. Specifically, the amounts of good bacteria they have way outnumber the amounts of bad bacteria that have way overnumber the amounts of good bacteria. And this is a very, very big problem because if you can think of someone who's dieting and trying to lose weight and starting on a healthy regimen, if you're not processing and you're not absorbing the good nutrients you're eating, you're not getting the energy from those, it makes it less likely that you are going to stick to a diet, less likely that you're going to have adherence to that diet, and less likely you're going to reach your long-term goals if your gut is messed up, if your gut health is an issue. And what we see from this study is that normal weight people who are healthy and people who are in shape, they have completely different gut bacteria than overweight or obese people. And this is, a really fascinating finding. And we're gonna prove this. We're gonna show you this in multiple studies because we're gonna talk about the importance of probiotics. Because probiotics are the live microorganisms that have tons of health benefits when consumed. Specifically, these guys are the good bacteria that the gut desperately wants and desperately needs. And there are plenty of studies to prove their importance and the results they deliver. I'm about to show you those now. But remember, healthy person, different gut bacteria than an overweight person. I'm not going to get too grotesque with you, but I will say that there's a process of fecal transplants where they will actually take the fecal matter of someone who's a normal weight or very healthy individual and transplant that into an overweight or obese person, and that overweight or obese person loses weight very easily. Almost naturally, just the weight comes off, and it's a much easier process for them. Not that I'm saying you should do that, but what I am saying there is that is how powerful this stuff is that, again, if you're overweight or obese, having a normal person's gut microbiome inside of you can make it that much easier to lose weight and lose weight naturally. Okay, so let's talk about probiotics and weight loss. This is specifically one of the more fascinating studies that I found that led me to probiotics, that led me to knowing how important it is for your health. It was during a 3-month study period, women taking probiotics lost 50% more weight compared to a group taking a dummy pill or a placebo. Now understand that it is a blind study or a double blind, so people don't know that they're taking a dummy pill or a placebo. And these people who took probiotics didn't change anything from the other group, lost 50% more weight. But that's not all. The study participants also continued to lose weight during the weight maintenance phase of the study. And that is just mind-boggling. Because if you understand how studies work, this was during the time, so after this 3-month study period, during the times that they came back and they were eating enough to maintain their weight under doctor supervision, they just kept losing weight. So they were sitting with a doctor and they would count their calories like, okay, it's time to eat 1,500, it's time to eat 2,000 calories. And these people were successfully eating this amount and they were just still losing weight. They couldn't keep them from losing weight, which is fascinating. It is very, very fascinating and goes against a lot of the calories in, calories out model literature that we have seen in scientific studies before. It's actually very mind-boggling, and it goes to show the power of your gut health and the microbiome. But this isn't the only study on probiotics and weight loss. There are plenty of them. There's one's done on belly fat reduction. Probiotic-specific strains of lactobacillus have been shown to directly target and reduce belly fat. Faster overall weight loss results, as we just talked about. The people who lost 50% on 50% more weight than those on a placebo pill. Reduced hunger. Probiotics may help release the satiety hormone GLP-1, and that's an appetite reducer, so you're less hungry, less cravings, less needing of those sugary, sweet treats. And they may even help prevent weight gain. In a separate 4-week study, people taking probiotics reduced weight gain and fat gain on a diet where people were overfed by 1,000 calories. So what they did is they took a large group of people, split them into one group taking a probiotic, one group not taking a probiotic, and they overfed them by 1,000 calories. And the people who were overfed but were taking the probiotics did not have nearly the amount of weight gain or fat gain when they were overeating, which again goes to really shove a finger in the face of sort of calories in, calories out, because just taking this pill helped prevent that. So there's obviously more going on, and what I believe is the more impactful thing than just the calories is how your body processes said calories. So probiotics are amazing for weight loss, but they're also great for other reasons as well. Scientists and researchers have found something that they are terming the gut-skin axis, and specifically that your gut health determines your skin health. Now, there's a lot of Eastern medicine that talks a lot about this, and that like your skin and your eyes and like any redness and things like that it's being determined by your gut and by your health. So they came up with this a long time before us. But now researchers and scientists in the United States and in very professional places are terming this thing the gut-skin axis. And because studies have found that people who take probiotics can heal their skin and not only give them more vibrancy, but that seems to be this direct connection between your gut health and your skin health. Specifically, a lot of those too, they took teenage boys who had severe acne, and they gave them a probiotic, and they saw a dramatic reduction in the overall acne those boys had. And again, this just goes more and more into the gut-skin axis, and this is going to be a topic that is going to be on the radar of a lot of health and fitness professionals in the coming years. Mark my words, it is going to be a very important thing here in a few years that you're going to hear about from a lot of sources and not just myself. Probiotics and the immune system. Now, this is just amazing. Did you know that over 80% of your immune system is located in your gut? And it makes total sense that fixing your gut can lead to a serious boost in your immune system functioning. Another problem that I had when my gut health was bad is that I would keep getting sick. But now I'm completely fine. I haven't been sick in a while. And the reason why is because your gut health and your immune system, they work so close together. They're so integral to one another. And another thing to think about here is, all the times you get colds and all the times you get sickness, you can stop some of that by having a healthy gut. All right, so a study taking over 570 children found that taking lactobacillus reduced the frequency and severity of respiratory infections by 17%. The probiotic lactobacillus, again, also has been shown to reduce the risk of urinary tract infections in women, UTIs, by 50%. So if you're a woman who gets a lot of UTIs, another reason to take probiotics. Other proven benefits: improved heart health. Early research suggests that it may help with symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. I'm a huge case study in that. Consuming probiotics may also lower blood pressure. A review of 9 studies found that probiotic supplements do reduce blood pressure. And there's even more that we could go into, but I don't want to make this video an hour long. So what to watch out for? I do want to bring up some important stuff. So researchers found these things out, and then marketers kind of come in and market their products to you. And so I want to at least make you aware of these things. Is that on Amazon.com, I love it. It's a great place, but I am uberly skeptical of Amazon.com's supplement brands, and I very meticulously comb them for a few different reasons. Number one, fake reviews. Fake reviews have become a huge issue in multiple industries today, because people have realized that our marketers, people who sell products, and less than ethical people have realized that fake reviews can really bump their sales numbers, and so they pay people to do fake reviews. And Amazon might keep it quelled a little bit, but they have a huge problem with fake reviews on their website, and it's continuing to grow. And listen, I love Amazon just like the next person, Prime member for life. The problem here is that these fake reviews are going to be harder and harder to quell over time. They're going to be harder and harder to spot. And Amazon's going to have to keep getting really, really sophisticated to keep these out. But at some point in time, you're just going to have to wonder what's a real review and what's not. I know you've all seen those incentivized reviews as well. It's like, oh, I've received this product for a honest and fair review. Well, they might be honest and fair, but the companies that they work for are not always honest and fair. So what happens is, to be an incentivized reviewer, you go on a website and you sign up, to be an Amazon review person and get shipped these products for free. And as the company itself, they don't want people giving out bad reviews, right? Because if they give out bad reviews, the people selling products on Amazon won't pay for their services. They won't pay for their services, because if they pay for their services to get a bunch of reviews on their product and a bunch of bad reviews happen, then, well, that's no good. So these companies will weed out people who give bad reviews and only keep around people who give overly positive and overly glowing reviews on everything. So guys, those incentivized reviews might as well be fake reviews. When you see someone say, I've got an honest and fair review on this thing, you should throw that review out. That is not a way to judge the product. Another big thing to watch out for is most products are sourced from China. And I'll fast forward you to the conclusion here is that Lauren and I ended up making our own probiotic. And what we found is that most of these products have tons and tons of fillers, and most of them are sourced from China, from places with terrible labor, that are really, really low quality, and that are shipped and they cost like $5 because they come from these very unreputable sources, are made in some factory somewhere with no supervision and no accountability and nothing like that. And I think it all kind of comes down to this one big thing is that the supplement industry is 100% unregulated, right? People can just slap anything on their supplement. They can call it whatever they want, and there's just no rules. The FDA just has no rules and no limitations to these things because the FDA just can't manage or regulate something like that because it's just so big and massive. It'd be very difficult for them, and I don't think they're going to anytime soon. So guys, I say all this to just tell you to watch out for. Just tell you to be careful. Don't just hop on Amazon and go buy the cheapest probiotic, or don't just go to your store, your local drugstore, and just snatch a probiotic off the shelf. You need to be more careful, and you need to find a better quality probiotic than just that. So what you want to look out for is you want to look for high quality strains with variety, a supplement obviously with no fillers. A product sourced from the USA will always be preferable, especially in the health and wellness industry, and 50 billion plus CFUs per serving. And these are all the reasons that we ended up making our own probiotic to share with our clients. And it's called Gut 14 Probiotics. It's got 14 different strains of bacteria, perfectly balanced for those looking for weight loss and other health benefits. Most of the strains are lactobacillus, which I've shown you have amazing health benefits. It's made in the USA. It's got over 50 billion CFUs per serving. And the creators. We also have a 30-day money-back guarantee on the probiotic, and we have free shipping with all United States orders. So that's why we like ours. Now listen, and I want to say something here, guys. Our pitch for our own probiotic at the end of this video isn't, yes, this video is kind of made to do that, but it's not the central message. My central message to you right now, earnestly and honestly, is get in probiotics. Guys, if you don't get it from us, get it from somewhere. And remember to get it from somewhere that's a high quality. Don't get some low quality thing. It's not going to work. It's going to be a waste of your time and a waste of your money. Go find a good brand, even if it's not from us, okay? You don't have to get ours. Ours is great. I love ours. Ours is amazing. But just get it into your system for all of the benefits that I told you before. This combination of eliminating bad foods and getting in a good bacteria can really, really change your health drastically. And I truly mean that. Guys, you got to take care of your microbiome. Guys, in summary, your gut health is crazy important to your overall wellness. Probiotics are the best way to heal your gut. Probiotics can help with weight loss, skin health, and a whole host of other issues. And be careful when selecting a probiotic. Now, you can grab Gut 14 if it's right for you. And in order to grab Gut 14, you just go to gut14.com. That's with no hyphen, just gut14.com. And you can grab our probiotic there. And you can just check it out, check out the page, see if it's right for you. I will also throw a link in the description of soon. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Alex.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are Avocado, and thank you so much for watching that video about probiotics. Guys, I just want to tell you a little bit of our story using probiotics and what it has really done in our lives. Specifically for myself, I've suffered with IBS-like symptoms for a long time in my life. I'm not sure when it happened exactly, but I do know that I took a lot of antibiotics and I went through a series of trying to get really big and bulky and strong, and ate a bunch of crappy food while doing that, and just some other things that led to some gut bacteria problems. And what it ended up being is it ended up being so bad that if I ate like a spinach salad, for instance, I would be running to the toilet and it would set off my IBS, and not only could I not eat that food in massive quantities, but I would be on the toilet for the next 2 days. And it sucks, because you want, as a personal trainer who's been training people for 7+ years, you want to be able to eat veggies and not worry about that. And it was a lot of problems with my gut and digestive issues and other things. But fast forward to today, I can eat veggies with the rest of them. My normal day is a entire spinach smoothie with a whole head of romaine lettuce in it. It's a salad after that, and then it's lots and lots of veggies at night, and I have no problems. And this was due to a few things, and it was due to cutting out bad foods out of my diet, because you can't get results without cutting out the bad things. But it was taking probiotics. Probiotics and the healthy gut bacteria in your gut did wonders for me, because what it does is it gives you that healthy gut bacteria that's made and designed to digest the good foods you eat, the good fibers that you're eating. It's full of lactobacillus, which is one of the most important nutrients of bacteria that you have down there to digest that. And it really have changed my life. And we're going to talk a little bit about confidence as well, but Lauren should share her story too.
Yeah, I always thought it was funny because we started Avocado, and Alex couldn't eat avocados for as long as I had known him. And he can now, because they're loaded with fiber and so good for you.
So much fiber though.
But he can now. So my story is sort of similar, but it's with acne. I've struggled on and off with acne my whole life, and I wouldn't say it was, way worse than a lot of other people's. I always thought it was kind of a normal amount, but I was eating all the right things, so I couldn't figure out why I still struggled so hard with it. I was even a vegan for 2 years, and during that time I cut out all processed foods. I had no gluten in my diet, I had no dairy. I was eating just a bunch of vegetables and nuts and healthy foods, and I expected that glowing skin that everyone says you'll get when you go vegan, or when you cut out all those processed foods. And you know what? I never got it. And so I just kind of resigned myself to this is just my life. This is it, And it wasn't until I changed my diet up a bit, a lot, because I'm not a vegan anymore, but I still don't eat processed foods, so that has definitely helped. But it wasn't really until I started cleaning up my gut health did I start to realize these things. And one was I noticed that I had a sensitivity to nuts, and I only figured that out because I did sort of an elimination diet and ate really clean and didn't eat a lot of extra add-ons like that in my diet. I discovered that, but when I turned my gut health around, the crazy thing is that I can now eat nuts. I can't eat them all day every day, but I can eat them now, and my skin doesn't just flare up immediately anymore. And it's because of my gut health and probiotics that I'm taking, that everything's working properly. My digestive system is processing nutrients and absorbing them properly. And Alex mentioned confidence. It's not just about skin health, it's the confidence that comes with that. And Alex too, with his digestive stuff. Whenever you have any kind of health problems like that, or weight gain, any of those problems can cause you to not be so confident, and it affects just everything about your life. And so I think for both of us, the confidence has really, really made all the difference.
Yeah, we didn't plan that out. We actually had to shoot this video twice because Alex was looking over there and not looking at the camera correctly. But that spawned out of what we were talking about and sharing our stories. Like, that was the biggest thing. Again, it's the confidence for me to go and sit down and have a big salad and not worry about running to the toilet is a big deal. It may seem small, I'm sure, to some people, but for me, it was a very real problem in my life. And probiotics and gut health is going to be, and mark our words, it's going to be one of the biggest topics in the 21st century. I know you've probably heard a little bit about probiotics before. It's a pretty common supplement at this point, but and we could talk about the quality of those supplements, but we won't get into that right now. It's just that your gut health matters so much. It matters. It's Avocado's whole motto is being healthy on the inside out, and that what you're putting on the inside reflects on the out. And gut health, and that means the health of your gut, what's going on down here, really does determine the energy that you have, the how quickly you lose weight, all sorts of things that you probably wouldn't imagine. And just mark our words, it's going to be a huge topic. So we just want to thank you for watching the video and checking out Gut 14. We are just so super stoked about this supplement and everything it's doing for us in our lives.
It's changed our lives, guys. Probiotics in general, so whether you grab ours or grab someone else's, just make sure that you grab something to add into your diet. And,
yeah, one of our big calls there is this isn't just to get you to buy probiotics. This is our probiotics. Get probiotics into your diet any way that you can. It will have a significant impact. Whether you're using ours or using someone else's, do it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video.
Thanks, guys.
Later.